Human rights groups say several protesters in Iran have been killed by security forces during nearly week-long protests. However, the exact number has not been verified. The mass protests are driven by economic crisis after the currency hit record lows. Today on X, President Trump warned Iran that if protesters were shot and killed, the U.S. would intervene. Shortly after, the Secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council wrote on X that Trump should know that American interference in this issue is equivalent to chaos in the entire region and will destroy America's interests.
Tonight, tense clashes between protesters and security forces in Iran now turning deadly, with at least 3 people killed and 17 injured at a protest today, according to a semi-official state news agency. The demonstrations have been escalating for days, sparked by worsening economic conditions in the country. Cost of living is high, inflation is soaring, and Iran's currency recently crashed to a record low against the dollar. This video shows a protester sitting in the street, appearing to defy officers, leading some online to draw comparisons to this image from Tiananmen Square. While in Tehran, a number of shopkeepers closed their doors in protest earlier this week. They appear to be the biggest demonstrations in the country since 2022, when mass protests erupted over the death of Mahsa Amini. The 22-year-old died in police custody after she was arrested for not properly wearing a hijab. The latest unrest comes amid a period of heightened tension between Iran and the West. The Iranian president recently said his country is, quote, engaged in a full-scale war with the U.S., Israel, and Europe. And earlier this week, President Trump issued this stark warning to Iran over its nuclear program.
I hear that Iran is trying to build up again, and if they are, we're going to have to knock them down.
Dozens of protesters have been arrested. The State Department tonight saying demonstrators are facing, quote, intimidation and violence from Iran's government and is calling on the crackdown to end. Kate?